Hi again. Welcome back to another episode of me ruining my voice and absolutely not knowing at all what I should be doing about that. But, you know, that's a... Well, I don't know, is that future, present, or past me's problem? It's past me's problem because, you know, if old me could, you know, could see me now, he would absolutely, you know, feel shame. And also would probably feel really bad for not having enough, foresight to prevent this. Past me suffers because, well, I suffer. Future me suffers because, well, I'm causing suffering to future me. But anyways, hey, I was just gotta... Oh, yeah, I was like, wait, this isn't the right save file, but then I remembered it actually is the right save file. Yeah, I caught in the middle of the investigation because I could not. My voice was fading and I was fading, and I think, you know, I'm now... I never checked this. I'm now a bit more in line with things. I've been resting my voice the whole day. I haven't really... Well, it would be a... That would be a lie to say, but I've been, you know... I haven't really talked... I actually don't think I talked to anybody except my cats today. But yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to maintain my... maintain the audio a bit better today. Also, I noticed my microphone was a little too far away yesterday. It was not picking up properly and I did not fix that, and that's my bad. But yeah, so let's see. The Deer of Emanon, Jewel. Worth a $1,000. Chrono Bangora artifact. We went through these actually last time. Left Hand of Hades. I think I've heard of... I don't know if these are real... if these are real things or not. But I feel like the Left Hand of Hades resonates on a level that is outside of just Hades. Anyways, so we strong-armed Larry into giving us the information about... Well, pretty much everything relevant right now, I think. I'm quite sure that we literally have, like... Well, actually, does he have anything to say about this? Nope. Wait. Actually, wait, I thought that was the basic... I'm really sorry. I swear I wouldn't change my ways. But the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. This guy really needs to get his mind out the gutter. Why is this stereotypical guy alright? Yeah, you know, that's what I would... Interesting. Out of all the characters I have personally... Well, doesn't matter. Actually, Larry, how are you doing? I'm doing fine now. It's about time I started giving some serious thought to my life. Good, that's the way to be. What exactly are you thinking about, though? Well, you know, my future, my dreams. Larry, what exactly does this future of yours start? A man's life begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. I think I got another 5 years of guilt-free screw-ups before I had to buckle down. Like, I can understand that, but also not how it works. Larry, I think... Forget it. We're just gonna have a nice long talk next time. Yeah, next time. In the next case, when Larry pops up all of a sudden. Okay, see his office. Hey, have you seen this man? Gumshoe, what about this person? Sorry, pal. To be honest, my head is so full right now it feels like it's gonna burst. Note this though, keep hair away from Gumshoe's head. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm quite sure I went through all these characters and I'm most likely very close to being done with the investigation. So I might get the second trial today. A first trial? I don't know how that works actually. I mean, we had one trial, but We had one trial, yes. What about the second? Like, because it's technically a different case. The first trial was for the being the mask. The next trial is gonna be about being the murderer. So I don't know how many times Ron has it in him to go on that stand anymore. Anyways, October 13th, Lord Lee Taylor main exhibition hall. The treasure terrain exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the second urn back, maybe they can reopen it? Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Masked Mask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We can clean up and be filthy rich! Whoa! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Well, my operates on a very simple brainwaves. Money and food. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. It probably has esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. These are gonna be the same dialogue, huh? That's probably where that second urn was gonna be displayed. Yeah, I guess so. Attorney smashed in. Yeah, these are the same ones. These are the same dialogue. Yeah, Phoenix being a judgmental asshole about museums. Well, I think we just move forward, and I'm guessing somebody awaits us in the basement. Like Andrews, maybe? Possibly, most likely. October 13, Lord Lee Taylor, the basement warehouse. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. I'm Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for? How's it going? What about the sick urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes! It was brought in during the trial today. Well, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Not the attitude she had last time we saw, so I don't know. I guess she's done a lot of reflecting in the 7 months. Or she's just really denying all the trauma that happened during that whole event. And cannot remember what an absolute asshole, an absolute total ass, Phoenix was during that. Though, admittedly, he did try to be nice. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Masked Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. That's not how I even. Whatever. It's a camera, computer detective admin setup, huh? That's what he said. And yet he still take a picture of him. I guess he's not as smart as he pretends to be. The camera belonged to Lord Taylor, so he knew he couldn't tamper with it. So then why would Masked Mask, allow that to happen? There are a couple directions that this story might still take. Well, that the story might still take before we reach the final conclusion of this. Do I absolutely believe that Atme is Masked Mask? Yeah, that was pretty obvious from the start. Hold up. It's a KB security door. Now, it could be just because it's a popular brand, apparently. No open flames. Well, shit, where am I gonna grill my sausages then? No, you need a grill for that. I could fry, burn. Cook them over an open fire? I think that's the word, actually. It's not grilling. But yeah, there's like... Now, is at me the mask demask? Or is he just demask in this case? Pretend... Well, no, actually, I find it very unlikely that he would have been... He probably is the main guy, I just don't know who did this one, because this seems really shoddy, I guess. It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Ah, I've got it! Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big if they're really hungry? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I gotta doubt it. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it says spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says spur. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. Might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Okay, to me, besides spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. That pathetic looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the second urn in it! Can I finally get this as a piece of evidence? Because I feel like this is gonna be really relevant really soon. Don't touch it, there may be clues to the identity on it. Oh, it's so hard to make that box. Huh? You make the poor excuse of a box, mate? I mean, it has... How many walls is that? It's a cube, so it has 6 walls, right? Or 6 sides. It has an openable flap. I really don't know why Phoenix is being such an ass about this as well. Guess he probably woke up on the wrong foot. Out of his void of a bedroom. What's that supposed to mean? I was so proud of it. Oh Maya, maybe it would have been better if Ashley Mask had taken the box too. There could be new clues here. Maybe Amy said he got hit on the back of the head with this by the teeth, but that obviously was a lie. It turned out that Amy was a real thief, and it's still hard to believe. It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. I'm gonna take full responsibility and fix the sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have a complete confidence that I can fix it right up. I promise I'll fix it so you can never know it was spent in the first place. Please be gentle with it. I mean, it's not even a real sword. It's not... I don't know what material that would be. It's a statue, so... I don't know. Well, what is this? Anyways, look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? I just have to go through that every time because I need to know how that discussion develops. It looks like the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes of stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya? Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. I mean, she's right there. We could ask for permission. Why haven't we gone there? God knows what we could discover from there, actually. Do I remember enough as to what happened during the murder to go through a full trial, or should I go through my evidence again? Nah, I'll do that during the trial. I think I'm fine. Organ. It says organi. Oh, it doesn't make it says organize. You just gotta see the last 2 letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else can read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah. So you should feel right at home, huh? Paint. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint, Mark. The walnut part of it is shaped boldly and it's shocking pink. I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. Well, maybe not the color itself, but what else is colored like that? It said she wasn't there. It wasn't where it is now when we first came here, right? Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it? Well, if someone moved it, it was probably Nasty Mask. Maybe he didn't like being watched by Misagami while he's still there and... Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk. That's it. That's all that's here. Cool. Great. Then we talk. Talk about the mask. I just heard all about it on the news. So the detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the mask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick! If she wants to apologize, it should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Amy again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that the mask calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent the calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Amy must have really wanted to take Earn after all. I guess so. Got him. Oh, what? So, Masty Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that that's the way he always operates. Which is what he says, so he can have an alibi while he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo, dressed up as Masty Mask pretty well. Okay. I'm still got to use all your second earn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You want to know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Well, why would I? She accidentally dropped it, broke it, fixed it up together and put it in the right order. Wait, shit. Wait. No, wait, huh? He actually has it in the box. He takes it out in the box and leaves the box here. Huh. That seems really inconvenient. Why would you specifically want to leave the box? Huh. Yeah, shocking. Psylocks. The second or third time we're cracking, Andrews. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Well, time to start pressuring. Though, is there anything else I want to ask about first? The brooch. I'm sorry I can't help more, but I'm so busy taking care of everything in front of me. I still haven't given up on the treasure of Corain exhibit. Miss Andrews, I'm so happy to hear you say that. Looks like the treasure exhibit is the only thing she has on her mind. Well, we're about to investigate that mind. Have you ever met Kane Bullard, actually? I'm sorry, I don't know as many people as I used to. So there really isn't anything I can tell you about that person. Do you know Godot? Doesn't know Godot. Okay, then that's good. Ever met Larry? Good. Very good. I think that might be the best news. I think that might be the best news I've had in this game in a while. What about you? I'm really terrible at judging people, I guess. I should have learned my lesson after what happened 7 months ago. But I didn't. I got taken in by this flim-flam detective. Don't feel so bad. After all, we're here to help. Yes, Mr. Wright is a really wonderful man, isn't he? That shouldn't have made me happy, but she just admitted she's terrible at judging people. Phoenix is never happy, but to be honest, maybe he doesn't deserve to be. Oh, come on! I can tell you're happy anyway. Okay, anybody else? You ever met Delight? Have you met either of them, actually? No. Anything more you can tell me about? So I think Atme was actually Masty Mask. She really seems depressed. I can't say I blame her. She's the one who hired the fox to guard that hen house. What about Masty Man? Oh, well, okay, you don't know. What about Gumshoe?
Now I realize I should have called the police. As soon as I got that calling card from Masky Mask, I mean... Yeah, I guess you should have. Well, now Detective Gumshoe has one more favor to add to his list. Oh, you mean he's not a very good detective? It's a good thing he's not here to hear us talk about him.
Damn. We said Gumshoe at least 3 times in that conversation. I'm really sad that he did not manifest into being in here. Now you want to talk about Pearl?
She's such a cute little girl. I'm deeply in her debt for what she did 7 months ago. Her name is Pearl. She's trying to be a spirit medium. Training at such a young age, that's very impressive. Well, as a fellow career woman, I salute her. Career woman, huh? I guess that's one way to look at the spirit mediums. They're all women.
I mean, I guess that is technically an aspect of... Yeah, fair enough. Though there's a law about the whole traditionality of it. I don't know anything about this. I shouldn't talk about it.
Miss Faye, I'd love to introduce you at the exhibit if you don't mind. Really? I'll be happy to do whatever I can to help. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe I could sing a song. Master of Corinne. Or a spirit song, or perhaps Maya's theme.
Are those all like songs from the soundtrack of this game? Because I'm pretty sure that those are all like names of the different songs.
That sounds wonderful. I had no idea such songs actually existed. Well, they don't yet. I started to make Nick write them.
Be serious. Maybe we'll leave the dead out of this one, and also I don't think we have any reason to talk about Phoenix. We've already spent enough time. Oh, I completely forgot. Yes, the Bakatama. The Sacred Urn.
Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in the charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Oh, well, that's true. Maybe this is the same. It could be a fake. A fake? Elon said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that was submitted to? Do you have any evidence that urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Genuine urns. I no longer have the urn either. Shit. Oh boy. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh boy, I forgot about that. Well, yeah, I almost said I don't have anything to show here. Great. Though... I could do this.
Miss Andrews. See, look, it was fake after all. Huh? I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected. Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much.
Well, never mind then.
So have I convinced you, or do you have any evidence that that was submitted the trial was genuine?
Okay, so if Pearl doesn't work, then I don't know what. No, so Pearl is apparently fake. Shocking news. I don't actually have anything to work with on this. Well, since I can't afford to use this, I might as well try the poster, because it is a picture of the urn and it bears enough resemblance. We know what the urn looks like. We know which one it is. And like... we found it in the bag. Okay, one more try. One more try. I have one more idea. Then I'm convinced that this actually is not the, yeah, okay. I don't have it yet. Whatever I need.
I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and get some more clues before I try again.
Yeah, I need to find, maybe I need to show her the...
The treasure curator exhibit is my first job after last year's ordeal, and I really want it to be a success. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Why don't you redo the whole poster? It was something like, what the best treasure exhibit by Mask the Mask. Why, Maya, that's a fantastic idea.
That got me nowhere. Great. Shit. Well. I'm all out of ideas. Great. Phenomenal. I'll take box. No box. Alright, so I need proof that, you know, the box, the urn is real. Can I go to the... No, fuck. Pearls took it. Oh no. Well, maybe this evidence here. October 13th at Meat Detective Agency.
Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect now that they know he was actually Mask the Mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
That painting is gonna have something behind it, like a safe or something.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen. Well, he is homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. Well, wasn't he in charge of the Mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He says something like, "It's nothing like a murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya.
I cannot even look at the... Wait, really? Hey, you guys!
Eek!
We're investigating this place, so keep your hands to yourselves.
Boy, these police measure are a bunch of sorpuses.
I don't know how to pronounce that, actually.
Well, Mr. Ace Detective did make complete and utter fools out of them.
What's all this now? What's all this now? Move along, show's over.
Oh, it doesn't look like they're going to let us investigate. I guess we might as well call it a day for this place and go look somewhere else.
Okay. Prowl back? Nope. Wow. Well, oh well. Yeah, you got anything for me? No. You see this card?
What do you know about... No, you can't show her that, Vic. It was top secret, don't you? Joe. I'm sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse keyword than what I did. You know, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else.
I don't know what I'm going to do here. My best guess is that I need to show something to someone and I need to get the evidence for it. Actually. Oh wait, Texture Center? I never went here. Oh my god. Silly old me. October 13th, Texture Center Visitors Room.
Mr. Wright? Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation?
Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore.
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
on the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lord Taylor department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay. I'll examine the guard.
This guard monitors the visitor's room. He looks pretty nervous. Standing near someone who went from thief to murderer overnight. Smile, you're on candid camera.
Well, let's start from the basics. Mask demask.
Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Is that what I've been trying to be saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Good look, everyone. I don't remember what I was giving him anymore.
Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
Well, clown for sure.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole Aaron. Of course not. After all, you were at KP Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask and Mask in this photo is Scott Detective at me.
Night of the crime.
So that night, you didn't go to Lord Taylor, you went to KP Security, right? Yes, I went to KP Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used a keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went to the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone?
Are you... The flash in the dark at me is fucking everywhere. He wants everyone to see him. He's just telling, look at me. Jesus Christ.
Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam. Was the gay buller that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless.
Ugh.
And the dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd died myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
Are you for real? Ah! Ron, you might be the dumbest delusional individual I have ever met. Thankfully, you're a video game character, so I have no reason to be actually upset about your intelligence level, but what the fuck?
So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right.
Why is that your initial reaction? What the fuck?
You're a security guard. You should have training for what to do when
something goes wrong. Well, you wear a security guard.
Your instinct is to just fucking hide the fucking body?
Leave potential, you know, fingerprints around the place? Oh my god.
I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I know how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick! All of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like a murderer to me. Please don't say that.
Okay, why'd you lose your job?
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced with KP Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Thank goodness. No, I am. But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
I don't know which one of these two is more deranged, Desi or Ron. But Ron sure loves to keep things away, keep things under the covers from his wife. Well, I mean, to be honest, it's a match made in hell to some degree.
What have hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She would never forgive me. My marriage would be over. No, why did you become the thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water.
Okay.
There's no job in the world that could bring enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became Master Mask for Desiree, huh?
Now the question: have you seen this?
His calling card. Did you send this? No. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I had the plans for that night already. Master, he did get that blackmail letter after all. Why would Detective at me? Could he be the one that sent it? It looks that way. I can't figure out anyone else. Yeah, that night, because of the letter, I had no choice but to go to KB Security.
You know, I'm getting more and more confident that he actually is Ron, who's the actual Maskedy Mask, and maybe Atme is actually just trying to, you know, take the easier prison sentence. What Ron was technically. This case is a fucking mess, and all these people involved are fucking insane. I heard a meow. Oh yeah, I need to show this to Andrews. I need to know more about the camera.
Have you seen this? That's kind of strange. What is it? Up until now, Maskedy Mask has gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain-looking urn that nobody would want? It may sound like you had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn.
Why would the golden statue?
Oh wow, this is cool. I'm really into this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, it's one of our most valuable treasures. If I ever get out of here, me and Jesse will go to Lord the Tailor to check out the whole Treasures of Corraine exhibit. Okay, okay, I guess. Just promise you won't steal anything, okay? Oh, don't worry. We'll be going when I'm not on the job as Maskedy Mask. Well, that's reassuring.
I don't know, man. Does being a security guard actually pay that well? I was blackmailed for, you know, what was it, $50,000? Yeah, and he was able to just pay that, you know, just like that, even a year after being fired. Damn! If only I was built a little more robust and actually had some guts and some muscle, and maybe some height, and maybe some social skills. No, maybe it's just better I did not go for the security line of business. You know, do you have any more info on the blackmail letter?
So was this blackmail letter written by KP Security's CEO, Kane Bullard? I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card. The blackmail letter said to me at KP Security. Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then.
Ooh. Files. Info. Give.
This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. This is a list of all the things Maskedy Mask stole. And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the price should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard.
What about the buzzer?
That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a loud noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with the case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter.
But this one though.
The buster went off just once around the time that Buller was killed. That's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore?
Man knows nothing. Oh, this thing.
Hey, this is an article about my debut heist? Debut.
No, I'm thinking deputy. No, it's also pronounced debut. Is it not? Yeah, how else would you pronounce that amalgamation of fucking letters?
This is an article about my debut heist.
That color scheme is, by the way, atrocious on that title. Why would you have DGM in blue and in red and then the teeth in green? Like, that is some kind of a weird color code. And I don't see why a news article would do this, but then again, I think it's to attract attention, probably.
Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But, Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh?
Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone.
The card is photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? Hey, that's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Liza needs to figure it out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat.
Use for clipping updating the court record. About first heist. Guardian photo is Ron Delight.
But as you might expect, Detective Amy found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Amy found the mask disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Amy got his hands on this. Yeah, thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. It must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
Blackmail letters? We've been over this.
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now! Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up.
Talk more. Speech, blabber, info. Gimme.
This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after that incident? Yes, it's just a few days after Tier of Emma done heist, sorry. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So, someone found out about your true identity, just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up. It went to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure, and I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans?
Way. Huh. Hey, give for the kid. He's living his dream.
What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. July is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Rondelai was Master Mask after all.
Yeah, wow, this really was just a fucking dropped on us. I mean, I kinda had the feeling. But also it's like, at me makes no sense, but actually this makes perfect sense with at me. So at me actually makes sense.
But Someone else behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail.
All I had to do was deposit the treasure I stole into a safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail.
Could you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So you went after the second urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never even seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you just told me the truth?
Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron's testimony added to the court record. From the masked second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. I'm pretty sure Desi's about to find out.
Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes, but please don't hurt me.
Mr. Kimbuller, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they would discover what I did. So I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Oh, well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I would have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Miss it, Maya? Hey! Pearly! I'm back.
Hey, girls, so what have you been up to this whole time?
I said, Mr. Nick, I took it back to Kiran Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They say it's the real urn. Phew! That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint and that they were put on there recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got it there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick. We gotta find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there.
Please don't forget about me. We'll see about that. Second urn found at Miss office, covered in pink splotches, but it's a genuine article. That's what I was missing. Okay. Is it just me, or am I actually starting to figure out how to play this game a little better? Probably just me. Do you want to actually talk about the urn a little bit? I'm glad with the second urn back at all.
And how come you don't look any happier?
Why should I? I don't know if it's just like Amy or I am on it anymore. And now it's got the big pink polka dots on it that weren't there before.
Don't you think you're overreacting just a little?
Overreacting? Nick, I can't believe you just said that. I mean, it's like I got it. It's like if I came in wearing polka dots on my acolyte costume every day and said, "Hi, Nick, I am." Well, do you still think that it's not a big deal?
I guess I would be a real disaster.
You see? Well, that's how I feel. Oh boy. I've shown her my badge already, I think. Anyways, we have places to move forward to. October 13, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse.
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you.
Hello there.
I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time. Okay. Yeah, I think we're finally starting to move on with the story a bit. Well, actually, we just got a really big revelation, so I cannot say that we would not be moving forward, but yeah, we're moving and forward possibly.
This box, there's something about it that bothers me. That's bothering me. Jesus Christ.
This box that sick urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. It's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Oh
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick.
Urn box added to court record. Finally! We've been through this box like 7 times already. Okay, maybe like 5. Urn box. A wooden box that had the second urn in it. It has pink paint stains on it. Paint, 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 paint.
It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. Bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and shocking pink.
And Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Ah, there's a box the second urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right! Look, it matches!
And why is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would.
Paint marks at the core record. That looks like an abstract painting. Completely dry, the box of the second urn fits in the gap perfectly.
I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn.
Statue. Ain't no pain here. There is pain. Well, let's, can we look at the... No, we cannot. In that case, we present. It's time. Well, actually, I should have probably shown her the things first and then, like... She's not gonna talk before we figure out the lies. The second urn.
Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the second urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. Actually, yeah.
There we go.
This is proof enough.
Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Perhaps went back to Korean village and had it examined.
Is that right? Well, that's nice, but I don't see how...
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again.
Did you say again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing happened. Same thing has happened. And quite recently too.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? And how do you know? Well, I mean... That's the wrong photo, sorry. Sorry, that's for my online dating profile. Yeah, I think this will probably do.
This poster, it was made recently, right?
Poster? The poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. It wasn't even there when the photo of this poster was taken. Oh, I wasn't even there.
That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth.
Wait.
For?
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. I must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
It looks like she's not going to give up that last sidewalk that so easily.
Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at the Lord Taylor? Well, to be honest, I kind of have to say that it could be the fact that there's a bunch of paint on it. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Could be something else I'm missing. Nah, I probably got him. So, supposedly this would be the case of paint spill, box drops, lands in there, creates a perfect, angle there. The urn breaks. Box shatters open. Some of the pieces get, you know, a little bit of paint on them. Itty bitty. And, yeah. It has to be like that. It must be so that the box lands in the paint, not the other way around. Otherwise, the paint would be actually all over the, would be more on top of it. So I would definitely say that yes, this would do. It do.
Well, Miss Andrews, what is it supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. And there's pink paint all over the floor and the walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here.
For a person so organized, I am shocked that she did not clean the paint up. Why is the paint still on the floor?
You can't waste a lot of this one, Miss Andrews. But, uh-oh, she's trying to make her escape. But you could get pink paint anywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there's in my room.
Liar! Wait. Phoenix, you don't know that. You shouldn't know that. You really should not know that.
Anyway. Paint on the urn and paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. Probably the paint on the urn is the paint on the floor is.
It literally is the paint marks.
Well, Miss Andrews, actually, I think it should be the one asking the question. I'm feeling, Mr. Wright. Am I getting enough sleep?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Actually, you haven't been working yourself too hard. Oh, she's starting to spin around now. I should take some time off and try to relax. I can relax later, after I've solved this mystery. The answer's right there. I know it. Down there on the paint on the floor, there's no proof that it's the same paint.
Oh, fuck. Shit, I need to go back. God, I was so sure I had it. Wait, how do I not have it? Oh. No? Not the pink paint? No? Phoenix. Why are you like this? Why can't you be normal for once? Just for change. I'm not asking for much, am I? Am I asking too much? I'm asking too much from him. Okay. Yeah, I should have done this first.
Miss Andrews, about the paint that's all over the wall. Oh, look at that! It looks like paint, all right. Yeah, isn't that funny? Never noticed that before. That's the most pathetic acting I've ever seen in my life. I'm beginning to get very frustrated. Uh-oh, I better do something to calm them down, and fast.
The fuck?
Oh, what a magnificent box! You're not going to throw us off the trail with flattery. What do you know about the paint on this box? Well, I'm not sure I know anything about that. Some people just have a natural gift for lying. Adrian's not one of them. See, we got our city urn back. That's really wonderful. But we're not entirely convinced it's the same urn. Miss Andrews, we want you to cooperate with us.
Fuck. Okay. That kinda implies I actually did have it right, I just chose the wrong item. Son of a bitch. Why is he always like this? Is there anybody Is there anything here I should try before? Nah. Okay, I'll go to the exhibition hall first. There's nothing here. Literally nothing going on here. There's not going to be an option. There's not gonna be another option for this, so it has to be that. Well, did he not do the Not true. I need to remember all these and get them correctly. I mean, thankfully, failing the Magatomo, no, Magamoto. Well, now that's a good question. Are we talking about like legal point of view or? Yeah, I know. I should absolutely get it. I should get it right, Magatama. Are we talking from a legal point of view, or are we talking about like, I don't know, how? Because I think people are legally considered dead at some point, and I think the point is when. Well, I would imagine legal. I would imagine illegal necromancy is the same as necromancy. I don't think legal version of that exists. But like, shit. Well, actually, if we Well, I mean, okay. The way I would look at that is that. Fuck. Well, necromancy as a word. Yes, okay, I would imagine that the person has to be pronounced dead. They need to be deemed dead, and there is no way to bring them back, medically at least. Because necromancy. Okay, what did I say wrong? I don't think I even. I'm sorry, I've been just sleeping a little poorly lately. I just keep falling asleep at times, and I. Actually, no, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. But. I know. Disgusting. But, it's a matter of hand. Necromancy. Because the way I would imagine that, that necromancy as a word implies, how would I say it? It probably has its roots in like, Latin, whatever, meaning that like, well, mancy, like pyromancy. I think it has magical implications. Then again, we would then need to define what is magic and what is science. So if science is able to bring back, well, fuck. Does that mean Dr. Frankenstein's monster was a necromancer? No. He created life, but he did not bring back a corpse. Well, but actually, no, you don't need to bring back a corpse. Technically, necromancy is just bringing back a dead... Or is animating a corpse to life. It doesn't need to be... Huh, fuck. I actually... There's a lot of things about this. There's a lot of, you know... There's a lot of aspects to this. I might need to investigate. Sorry, I'm just gonna check out where's the nearest graveyard, and I'll see the bus schedule. But right now, I think I kind of have a case I should probably need to try to wrap up before that. That's a good question, though. And I think I would need a bit more context. Like, because I honestly, I don't know. I don't have a direct answer. Well, well, I'm a little short on cash, so I guess I'm not getting that then. But no, yes. But my best assumption would be that person would need to be dead long enough where the body goes cold. That's, you know, when there's no internal activity anymore, and like brain synapses gone, corroding or like decaying already, and then they're brought back. That's so I would say, you know, a few hours, probably, because there are cases where people have been dead for some time and then they come back to life, and I think those are legally not considered necromancy. But yeah, to my understanding, I don't know, I'm really bad with the wizard law. There is a subreddit r/wizard posting. They might have answers, though I'm not sure if dark magic is particularly allowed there. Yeah, we're back at the... Shit, I forgot where I was. Okay. Sprout gonna have to deal with it. This thing... Yeah, I know. The box then? Holy fuck, are you kidding me? I can't believe it's this fucking specific. This box, the urn was stored in this, right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
The paint on this floor has an odd shape imprinted on it, doesn't it?
Yes.
If you put this box in the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped here, right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice.
Wait, did she say you're so right? Or something like that? Yes! I have regenerated some of my credibility, I guess. Wow, that's a new feeling. Never had any.
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand. Is it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I would put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box.
Good God.
When I tripped on a paint can, I lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground.
Crash. Bandicoot.
I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken piece of the urn fell out of the box and landed right on the paint. Why would you
She's trying her best.
The broken piece of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock. I let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Korean village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were very big. And that's where the I am got changed to Ami? I didn't know how it was originally written. By any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami.
Well, I mean, she's 9. She can take it.
Any sane person? Oh, really? Oh, pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. The paint has been on the floor for 2 weeks? Huh?
Sorry, this might be a really weird thing to focus on, but that's...
Like, they've been roading stuff back and forth from this storage room. It's right next to the door. There's a God knows how old statue right next to the paint. You know, the paint. I mean, I get that it's dried now, but like, is there no sanitation in this place?
This is weird. Anyways, broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, then replaced in his box, kept out of sight.
But there's something I don't get. When I first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Oh, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing.
So what you do about it? You sweep it under the rug.
I used the golden statue to cover it. The Yummy Face statue, aha!
Okay, what about the statue then?
The first time that we came down here was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen. But, Mr. there were no paint marks on the walls or floors at the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized the statue would be perfect size for covering the paint stains.
I mean, but like, I get that it's a warehouse and it's not like, it's not open to public. It's not, you know, people probably don't go through it that much, but like, it's supposedly, it's a place to store very valuable things. You probably don't want paint, you know, paint spills. And 2 weeks is a long fucking time to not even have somebody come, I don't know, sweep the goddamn floors. Or wax them for all I care. I don't know how cleaning works. At least in big buildings.
That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? On the day after the urn was stolen, that we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
And is that an argument for or against cleaning warehouses? Because I feel like regular cleaning would help prevent, you know... Okay. Actually, you know, valid. Valid. Huh. Yeah, you know, some monsters are better, you know, kept in the closet, I guess. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. The fire is a very essential part of it. You definitely want to burn the place down. That's, yeah, no, that makes sense. That's how you prevent the diseases. Hopefully. Or then you create a really strong airborne strand of whatever the fuck. The warehouse of virus. Anyways, I don't want to talk about bioweapons right now because there's been way too many news about that recently, and ugh. Anyways.
And that time said you had to be moved and the pain was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Yeah, but I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the pain, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? The day before the theft, they said she was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why?
I mean, we know one person that came close to the statue. That was Godot. Or Godot. I don't know how to pronounce that. Carrying the basement warehouse the day of the crime. Move it again that night. Emmy face golden statue updating the court record. So it was moved again at the night. That's how it's to be interpreted, I guess.
It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief for Delight was at KP Security. So then why did another masked mask show up here? All different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
I don't even know what that word is. Nephropathy? One, yeah, undeniable fact.
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance.
To be continued. Well, good thing I didn't continue this yesterday. It's been 1.5 hours more. The later it was taking, the more I could feel my brain's just, you know, shutting down. Maybe it's a good thing that, you know, I mean, especially investigation is so easy to cut out. Oh. Yeah, I do know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, actually... You know, maybe I don't want to try that one. Like, I don't know. I have just enough exciting things in life already. Well, no, I don't... Actually, I can't think of a single example of what exciting have I done in my life recently, but... I think I'm good. But yeah, now I guess now I know. October 14th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey, Nick!
Why is it this time?
I don't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
Next door?
Why didn't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmy's trial today.
Detective Atmy?
They say they're going to try him as Masty Mask.
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I would love to see Masty Mask's trial. Who has a red dialogue box? Oh yeah, I mean, I figured as much, but you know, I was just being a bitch about it. Oh yeah, no, I get it. I misunderstand a lot of things. Is this Godot? Probably Godot. I'm guessing Godot. I know.
By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore.
No, that's not Godot. What the fuck is this? Also, who's out there killing geese? Because it takes a strong person to do such. I'm not saying you should, but you know, just, you know, geese are kind of vicious, angry, hostile, aggressive, fighters, survivors, and most important, killers. Who the fuck is this? I don't think I've seen the red dialogue beforehand. I guess I'll just go blank until I figure out who this is. I know you don't like me.
Pearls has really gone into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Oh, it is Ron. Oh, where your worst fears... Well, I don't know if there's a worst fears, but where your fears... confirmed? Because I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. For I too have heard it.
Please, don't ignore me.
Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning.
No one likes me.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
No one would notice me even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec.
You don't mean you're the murderer? No. I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor.
Well, a thief absolutely can be poor, especially when they're blackmailed most of their winnings. Yeah, my condolences. One of my parents' cats was in heat before she got neutered, and it was a it was a very loud week. So yikes.
Now, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, on the second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heists.
You really think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick?
It's possible. But today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option.
Huh?
October 14, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
Defense ready, Your Honor.
Ready? Preparation is the last refuge of the week. Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement. Mr. Godot.
He's got the judging the palm in his hand. Yet again.
Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. What, you don't think he's the murderer either? I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot. Huh. Then you need to get out of... then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly where you must be more precise in your wording. Summons coffee. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow, the judge is taking turns like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KP Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 AM on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 AM of the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. And that little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Very well, then Mr. Corot, please call your first witness. Just always chugging that coffee, huh? I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. But the first one is always the best.
17 cups! And that's his cap.
As in, like, at most. Mr. Corot, your witness? Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself. Defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
Remember when Mia was defending me? She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify.
I cannot believe he uses that instance as a point of reference as to why you should let the defendant testify. Good fucking god, Phoenix, do you not remember the fucking mess you were? You were given 3 outs! More than 3 outs! Of the situation, you were like, no, I'm a simp for Dolly.
Christ almighty.
If I develop a coffee addiction, it's because of this game.
I have not drank coffee in
23 years, I think.
Huh, you've got guts, right? Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take a stand.
Just for the record, I'm not starting now either.
You did it, didn't you?
No. That's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Oh, Mr. Delay already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Huh, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KP Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
Witness testimony. My visit to KP Security.
And that evening around 1 AM, I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KP Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KP Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
1 AM, the exact time the murder took place.
Summons more coffee.
Okay, so this is 2. This is 2 cups. The wicked washed away by the tide of faith. Fate, actually, not faith. The strong drink it up. Huh, it's bitter today too, just like my destiny.
You never know that from the way he's chucking it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My visit to KP Security.
And that evening around 1 AM, I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KP Security.
Why is that for the delay? 1 AM, huh? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow and my internal clock was also a bit...
1 AM, that's exact time the witness, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there.
He ordered you there?
It was the first time I had gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then?
Of course. They say things like, steal this or take that.
Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say anymore. Now what should I do?
Honestly, I think we really should not focus on the fact that he is a criminal. We should focus on the fact that he's not a murderer, so press harder.
So what did the blackmail letters in question say?
It said to bring $50,000.
Money, a perfect motive for committing murder.
But wait, wait. I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh. Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing to hold me over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. Then why did you fucking show up?
An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
A muddy mudskipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do.
The blackmail threat didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything.
Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
The blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it was referring to the whole nasty mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullet didn't have anything on me.
He didn't?
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me.
So that's why Miss Delight didn't believe it was Master Mask.
That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. I have been working for KP Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
You used to be security chief for KP Security, right?
Yes, that's right.
A security chief? You? And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say?
This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject.
Life of being fired? Actually, why was he fired? Did we ever establish that?
Miss Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well...
The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that.
Okay, then I take it back.
Defendant, please answer the question.
I needed money.
You needed money?
Well, you see, this allows to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. Ooh.
Well, good thing we figured this one out finally. Too bad he couldn't tell us that on the spot, like when we were asking him questions.
I don't think we ever directly asked him that.
Worth it.
Come again?
KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies, and since I was the security team chief...
You stole some data, and sold it.
Mr. Buller found out and I was fired immediately.
What? I wish I had never asked that.
I was somehow able to keep it secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own. Why is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You would do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I mean, once again, murder trial, not too focused on what he did outside of killing people, which he didn't, hopefully, do. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse, crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster.
If I was selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that.
Why would you do something like that?
I mean, yeah, the fact that he was just like thrown out kind of implies that. I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know. That is really weird. Like, if the company found out, they would have demanded something out of it. He would be in jail. But it's like, no, we'll just fire you. Like, it's just leave, you know? Like, yeah, we're a security company and you jeopardize the amount of security we can provide to our customers, which, you know, kind of has a large impact on our sales and, you know, reputation. So, I think it's just basically just go. Just slap on the wrist and, like, have a good life. Why would you do something like that? Well, for this is hobby, what else?
Was it money, huh?
It's not a waste. So Mr. Light doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she?
So I would say.
I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other.
I can't believe it. This case has gotten even Maya to think serious about couples.
We're trying to stay focused, Mr. Wright. There wasn't much of his testimony, was there?
So he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful.
If we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth.
Yeah. Well... I have more questions. Wait, no, I don't get that again? Oh, come on.
Objection!
Wait, this is new dialogue. I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore. He said, I think he was talking about the, Hey, why is this? Well, I guess this is different now. That's interesting, actually. There's a whole nasty mask situation.
What do you mean?
The victim had no proof the defendant was Masty Mask. But you were the one who stole company secrets only 1 year earlier. But that was all over with once I was fired. But it is true that the fact I stole secrets was kept under wraps. Even so, there was no reason for me to pay up now, a whole year later. Actually, okay, they probably would not have wanted to prosecute him because they would not want the story to be actually, you know, leaking out. So they would just fire him quietly and even give him the chance to, like, seem like he would resign. But it's still wild that he was just let go without anything else, considering how severe of a situation this was.
Is that really true?
Why is it, Nick?
The fact that Ron was stealing company data. I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge.
Well, I mean, would he have had a problem? Well, okay, it would have been a problem in terms of a, well, I guess it's just bad. I think it's just a bad thing.
Mrs. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public.
Mr. Wright, why are you trying to do it by bullying your own client? Huh. Men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow.
That's exactly right.
I love that statement. Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo.
A little lawyer amigo?
Yes. Come now, come on. Provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Why would Mr. Delight want to keep his data stealing secret from going public? Well, I mean, the whole marriage thing, I feel like, is... Slams desk.
Mr. Delight, what you said now doesn't match what you told me yesterday.
What doesn't?
I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person find out your secret.
A certain person?
Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife.
Wow, but listen to me. My Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins.
God odds.
Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh,
No, everything's falling neatly into place for him.
And don't talk about my Dizzy like that, or you'll be sorry.
oh boy, I do love throwing threats in a room of court. We're on the prosecutor's stand, right? Well, it seems that we learned a great deal of things here so far.
What do you think, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just about 20 minutes.
There was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much. No! The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears.
At the CEO's office. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Whack. Sadly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed.
Oh, wearing that?
When I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead.
I see. Suddenly, hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said the mask struck him on the head from behind.
Of course, his acne turned out to be the culprit himself. That was all a lie.
Huh. No one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that.
What are you saying? I really was attacked.
We'll find out if you say it's true or not during the cross-examination. Then, Mr. Wright, don't go easy just because he's your client. Third cup of coffee. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. I'm sure we'll get to that eventually.
You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it.
So, Phoenix is just going to keep finding, like, new opponents who keep abusing him at every turn. Initially, it was Edgeworth who was just, verbally and emotionally abuse him. And then it was, Francisca who would whip him and call him names. And now it's Godot who's, throwing most likely very hot coffee on his face. Directly on his head with a mug. Actually a hard solid mug with it. Possibly causing more head trauma. Which in some cases could actually help Phoenix think even better. If something rattles up in that brain of his. I wonder what the next step is. Exactly, apply directly to the forehead. Head on. At the CEO's office.
When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there.
Who was this suspicious shadow?
If there were 1,000 of me, if even one knew, I would tell you. Trust me.
He's dodging all of our questions, not helping us win this case. Okay, then how was the victim, Mr. Bullard, at that time?
What do you mean by how was he?
Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place.
That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, I mean, the prosecutors seem to rotate really fast in this universe. So, they all have some kind of a epiphany of sorts. Or they die. So, we'll see where Godot... I have a feeling Godot is just gonna move on to, higher... He's not gonna die, but he's gonna move to other kinds of, higher planes of existence.
What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Forget it.
Suddenly I was hit on my forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed.
Your forehead?
Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack.
Do you remember anything about who hit you?
Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit.
I mean, I would be shocked if Caffeine even does anything to Godot at this point. He probably has built a complete full natural immunity to it. 17 cups in a single, you know, trial means that it's technically just water to him at this point. But it would be an ironic way to go.
So I think I was a little dazed for a while.
I don't think Mr. July even grasped what you were asking. Yeah, I would like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Maybe that would knock some sense back into him.
If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed.
That. What is that?
Now, could you please clarify what you are referring to?
Why? My mask costume, of course.
Are you... I mean, I had a feel that there's gonna be only one possible thing that he could be wearing, because it wouldn't be a hard hat at a security job. I mean, it should be a hard hat at a security job. I don't know why not, like... The whole sci-fi guards wearing helmets, I think it makes sense. I think it actually makes sense. But, like... I don't know, why did we rotate out of, like, wearing chainmail when we're actually, you know, defending a location? And yes, a motorcycle helmet also is a possibility. I guess it's a very high, actually true. That would have been the most logical thing. I wonder why I didn't think of that. But okay, yeah, fair enough. He was wearing the costume, of course, naturally, like we all do. I walked in the store today wearing a mask costume. Wait just a moment, mask?
Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Mask. And then I just ended up in the office of the CEO of KP Security.
What?
You know, actually, I would buy that he needs caffeine to survive. It would also explain how we can conjure more cops just out of thin air if he's some kind of a cyborg for the future, sent back in time to, I don't know, stop Phoenix from becoming too intelligent and tone it down with a little hit on the head every once in a while.
Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either.
Even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets.
I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait. That's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip in your mind?
I mean, I'm shocked that he doesn't have a full, you know, Starbucks worth of people, you know, at his side at all times. And the actual, you know, like, machinery to, you know, cover that as well. Huh. My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. Thank God he keeps track, because I forgot already. Attorney Wright, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony.
I would have been killed if I hadn't been wearing my mask costume.
Why were you dressed up as Mask?
Why? Because I'm Mask, of course.
What are you talking about? Mask trial is being held next door.
Yes, I guess so. Anyway,
He just fucking goes on!
I thought I was being blackmailed over the Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him, just to be safe.
Oh boy. Wait, what the fuck is happening in... Oh no.
Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expect.
Took a lot longer? What is he talking about?
Press harder! You need to fish every information.
Fuck. Why is Ron all of a sudden such a relatable character? I mean, I know why, but Fuck. Anyways.
What do you mean by took a little longer?
Open the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullet's body.
What was that? Back up a second.
Yes?
You were the one that hid the body in the safe?
Yeah.
Inconceivable! What, just why? What reason did you have? What were you thinking?
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine?
What?
The answer is simple. When they take them off.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying.
Do you mean that Mr. July hit the body because he's the murderer?
Ah, so you're not as stupid as you look.
His metaphor this time was really obscure.
Actually, I think that was the clearest one thus far.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business? Do you?
Well, yes.
Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to the test.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh, looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge.
I panicked and I hit the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes.
Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway?
Because it wouldn't fit the
There's been some really good trials in this series thus far. This actually is one of the best ones. Oh my god. Like, even Larry doesn't reach this level of just dumbfounding level of dumbness. He at least has some kind of motivator on the background, but Ron's just like, yeah, I mean, of course I had to hide the body, like, I had to put it in safe because I couldn't fit it anywhere else in the room.
That's not exactly what I meant.
When I saw the corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought if they find this corpse, they'll think I did it.
Huh. I think you had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. I mean, the body was still found. Like, what did hiding it away really do? Well, I guess if there was never anything that would have connected him to the room, he would not have. Yeah, actually, you know, fair enough. He's onto something, even if he's not right.
That certainly makes more sense.
Hold on. 10 minutes?
What is it, Nick?
Just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? And spend 10 whole minutes to do it?
Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh! Hey, Nick, if you think this behavior was so strange, why did you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances were?
That's it. I'll take a look at the court recorder and present some evidence.
We had this from Mr. July yesterday, didn't we?
There's not much in this testimony either.
I bet you he's still hiding something.
I wouldn't be so surprised. We'll have to draw it out from him.
I just hope it doesn't make things more complicated.
What do I have here that shows that it took 10 minutes? Oh, yeah. The buzzer, probably.
Objection!
Ah, the slam desk. I'm so sad now.
Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record?
And what might this be?
The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. If the button in this office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running.
Hmm.
And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 2 past 1 a.m.
What?
If Mr. Ron Delight truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as the buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been headed his way.
Huh. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building.
Nuh-uh.
About 1 year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them.
Oh, wow!
Fist the desk.
But, as it turns out, the guard never came.
That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser,
Wow. Talk about your only non-friend like that?
who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex-new boyfriend, and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity, was not something Mr. Delight could have known.
Huh. Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There is no way he could ignore something like that. If he had been conscious, that is.
Conscious? What do you mean by that? Ugh.
7 cup.
Fine. Let's hear your theory.
Recall the defendant's testimony. When he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious? So he fainted?
That's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body.
So what are you trying to say?
Mr. Delight was knocked out and the buzzer went off soon afterwards.
Honestly, good thing that Larry probably is on the job and asleep while at the job and not at the courtroom. He might have, he might have been slightly offended. Maybe. By all the things that Phoenix just said. He was very specific about just how incompetent of a man he is.
Mr. Delight was knocked out and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right, whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer.
Order in the court, Mr. Wright. This is.
Face to the desk again.
This is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight is the one who killed Kane Bullard.
Then who pressed the buzzer?
It was.
Well, I think he takes certain pride in that. He seems to be like, yeah, I didn't do my job, but like, whatever.
It was the victim, of course.
Fist desk even harder.
He pressed the buzzer when the defendant knocked him, attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button. So Kane Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. What's your opinion on this, Mr. Wright?
Incorrect, Your Honor.
I need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? Can I prove that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sounded the buzzer?
Yes, I can. I can prove it all right. Don't worry about it. I got this.
The defense opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer.
The buzzer itself. No fingerprinties.
I believe this is the piece of
Wait, what the fuck is that word?
incontrovertible evidence you were looking for.
The emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it?
Absolutely not.
8th cup of coffee.
Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth.
The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself a clue. The clue.
Now I'm one who's clueless.
This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally he would have left his fingerprints behind.
Phew!
Objection!
Run the light, obviously wipe them off.
Objection!
Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment.
He touched that button, I know he did.
Objection!
The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Masty Mask. And Masty Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have to wipe the button for your fingerprints?
Order, order, order! Huh, it would seem. Ninth cup. I've been forced to eat crow.
I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is.
However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger?
Ah.
What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden? No, it looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks.
They're all too unique. Just give me a minute and call it my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at around 1 a.m. And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded the buzzer. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond?
Yeah, I think I know where this is going.
Arms up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say.
Very well then.
Oh, you got some guts. I like that in an opponent. Where did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
Oh shit. I almost pressed. Yeah, I keep forgetting that whenever it prompts these, they. Yeah, moves automatically. To find out why it did. Oh, red button! To call the security guard.
The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted.
Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose?
Yes, although as it turns out, he never showed up.
Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time.
Yeah, no, that was clock. Yeah, it was clock.
Huh, what a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in?
No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in the office. The victim, Kim Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer.
Man, if only we knew who had that silhouette.
Is it really who's that Pokemon moment?
It's Pikachu! It's an unexceptionally tall Farfetch'd. Holding that. What's the piece of vegetable it's got in his hand? A leek, I think. With an exceptionally small leek. I fucking love those. Oh man.
And the third person, the real killer.
Absolutely yes.
Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight.
But Becky D and Lamb smash. Oh my god, it's been that's like what? Is that 12 years old already? Or no, it's only 9 years old, I think. That one specifically.
And if any security guards came running in at the time, they would think that I was the murderer.
Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delight for the murder.
still disagrees, huh?
Order, order, order.
Oh man, that was a good one.
No, it would seem
10th cup.
I've been made to eat my own words once again.
Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee.
Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only masked mask, so...
Nick, you mean the real killer is?
We're going to drag that person in here right now.
But who is it?
I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to the KP security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard.
Yes, the criminal mastermind is Larry. Should have seen that one coming. With his magnificent logical skills and critical thinking abilities and impeccable charm.
Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that framed Mr. Ron DeLite for the murder of the Kane Bullard?
Oh fuck, I actually would love to... I would love to accuse the wrong person here. Just to see what happens, but... Oh man. I like how the game actually... the game gives you the silhouette. To kind of give a clue, oh yeah, it's this guy. And then they're like, well, I mean, you know, it needs to be this person who knows all this stuff. So even if you would not have, so it gives you two different ways to figure out that it's at me. But Gumshoe. Man, I wonder if this one has any special. I'm really curious if this has any special dialogue if I would choose the wrong person. But I'm quite sure it just has like, no, it's not. This doesn't make sense, and we're just, yeah. I'll just go, yeah. I'll just go with Luke. Man.
Detective Luke at me. He's the only one who could have done it.
Hey, detective.
Look at me.
You mean Master Master?
Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next to us is not Master Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard.
Am I gonna end this case here? I would still say it's the one doing the thieving because they're the poster boy for it. Like, I absolutely can see how the how at me can actually even can like honestly claim to be, you know, the mask. Because he does plan the heists and like that. He's the mastermind behind it. But like, you know, I would still put it more, especially because of the fact that, you know, little Ronnie here did pull off the first heist by himself. The first two technically, but the first one he was caught. Yeah, exactly. This is, I mean, this is a case of a very, very lazy cat who gets rewarded for, you know, just scaring off the mice, but never actually catching.
Order, order, Mr. Wright. Explain yourself.
Theft and murder, which is the more serious crime?
They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment.
Let's remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Abney confessed, there was a huge commotion.
That's true as well. Like, they swat at the mouse, and at the same time just pushed them, you know, through the mouse hole. It's like, darn, they got away again.
God, they got all the cheese. Look at all this cheese I've been putting in on display here just to catch the mouse. I'm sure we're gonna get them this time. It's like, oh damn, like they went away with all those. Also, would you mind putting a couple, you know, like cat snacks on there, like couple treats in there, just so that the mouse will steal those as well, which I'm sure they're going to do. I actually don't know if you know, mice even eat cheese for real. That sounds like something that, you know, the cartoons of the old would have come up with. Just doesn't sound like something that... Well, actually, there's calcium in it. I don't know, maybe they do.
And look at me confess, there was huge commotion in the courtroom.
Of course, a famous detective was one masked as well as Mask the Mask.
Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along.
Have you found guilty?
Huh. I feel like we've had this discussion before. Like, now that I start thinking about it, I have definitely heard that point before, and I don't know in what other context I would have, you know, had the discussion about what do mice eat. Then most likely, Ace Attorney. I did not remember, or maybe I've never thought of the fact that, you know, like, rodents would like sweet things. I mean, I guess they like fruit. Well, not fruit. They like carrots are very popular, which is like a sweet vegetable. I never thought that, you know. Yes, we've had this discussion before. You know what? Never mind. This is just my poor memory at work. Again. My apologies.
We're found guilty.
Massey Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at the Lordly table. In other words, being found guilty as Mask the Mask was Luke Edmy's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi.
Our guilty verdict? As an alibi?
I mean, I don't think I've ever even seen like a rat trap or a mouse trap in real life. I also don't want to because I would hate to see what the actual result of that. I don't have the heart to see a I'm very bad with, you know, any kind of, well, anything happening to animals. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever seen a rat I don't think I've ever seen any traps in real life. Never seen a mouse trap. Because, like, my parents have a problem with moles. Yeah, never. Not a metal trap, no modern ones either. Don't think I've ever seen any. No, wait, what is it? Sorry, there's a mosquito in the room. Oh. Huh. Okay, well, you see, I don't know. I guess I've just never seen any. Never once stumbled upon one. Even, like... Huh. I didn't realize that was a weird thing. I thought it's a common thing. I thought it's very rare to actually have any... Well, actually, I guess... No. I do know better than that, but, like... Because, like I said, I don't remember which... I don't remember what kind of rodent it is, but there's been... My parents have had, like, a problem with occasional rodents living in between walls and like that. But I don't think they ever used any traps. Especially because I think the rodents were too large for those. And it would at worst cause a mess, and it would not be a good idea. Anyways.
It's almost time. For what? Well, look at me's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Mr. Look at me's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. July would be left with no grounds for appeal.
Am I really sure about this?
Huh. I bet only good. I bet it's only good when your life's the ending.
Mr. Wright, I believe in you.
Mrs. Delight.
So please, I'm begging you. Then again, it's not the weirdest thing that I have not done in my life, I guess.
Thanks, but a decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this?
Phoenix.
What was that?
Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust.
That voice, it sounds like Mia.
Well, yeah, I don't think there's ever been actually any problems at my parents' place, you know, about... Yeah, because I think it's specifically, like, outer wall, like, the... Like, outside wall. I think there was once... I remember when I was young, there was once a rodent... I remember hearing it skittering around in, like, a room that, like, between the walls of, like, a downstairs area, like, or like a basement area, technically. I guess that's a proper phrase for that. Or, that wasn't, like, next to the outside wall. But, like, but apparently it's very common for some of them, especially, I think around this time there might be some... Might be some movement heard around the, through the walls. But yeah, so they never caused any problems, so I guess my parents never did anything about them either. Except that one time, when they tried to, like, locate it and maybe scare it off.
Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess.
Ha! So that's your answer, huh? Very well, I've decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Look at me to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
October 14, 11:58 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5. Well, Sir Detective at me.
I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly.
Oh, no, Sir Detective at me. You were the one who...
Oh my god! He's got hair! And color in it! That's enough. This court is no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds the defendant look at me.
Objection.
Wait. Don't hand down the verdict yet, please.
Well, Sir Liar. Welcome to my courtroom.
Who's this loser?
My name's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Well, I mean, to be honest, this is nothing I expected. I thought he was gonna look. I thought all the judges looked the same. It was hoser? I read loser.
Sorry, my eyes see what they want to see. But they certainly don't want to see this.
And I wish to file an accusation against this man. Look at me.
Accusation? He accused Masty Mask.
That man is not Masty Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer.
Oh, he's supposed to be Canadian? To be continued. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is this such a... This was an hour long... I kind of want to know what happens. How long can the last sequence possibly take? And how badly am I fucking myself over by saying that? Oh, sorry, I completely missed that. That is a very Canadian thing to say. You're very correct. The only thing you could have added to that would have been a sorry. God damn it. Half an hour. I'm not gonna be doing an entire, you know, trial. I'm not gonna do an entire trial full of tribulation in a half an hour. And I kinda need to wake up early tomorrow. Huh. Don't think I'll be doing this now, but, is there anything I could do in half an hour? I mean, I could just call it, I could end the stream, I guess. That's an option. I could go release that mosquito into the wilds. Speaking of wilds, I could play some wilds. I could do a single gog hunt. October 14, 12:14 p.m. Discord defendant lobby number 4. I mean, I guess Repo did release its new cosmetic update, but I think I probably want to check that out off stream and see what I can do with that. My sis? Nah, I'm sorry, Maya. I do have a problem, but I'm working on it. Well, barely. You know, yeah. I'll go do one gog hunt. I'll switch to wilds. Okay, I think I contradicted myself there. I said that I'm working on it, and I think I said not really. Which one of those is a lie? Well, actually, I'll leave you to ponder on that while I go, I'll go capture that mosquito. I don't want it stinging me. And I'll be back in about 5 minutes with wilds. So, enough trialing today. More failing? Alright, anyways, I'll be back in a moment. Sure, you don't need to ponder that. Of course not.